Now for what's tipping the scales of justice in the Doomsday Prophet murder trial for Chad Daybell, testimony centered around Lori and Chad's trip to Hawaii, a trip taken a few months after JJ and Tylee were reported missing. We've all seen that video of them being served with a document at the pool requesting information about the children's whereabouts. But the jury also heard from a case detective who outlined what was found after searching their vacation rental car. Listen to this.
No, that's the overall, the front of the vehicle that was seized. It's a rental vehicle that Chad and Lori were in. It's an initial view of the front door driver's side and Lori Vallow's purse on the seat. There was a cell phone in the side pocket, and there was a debit card with a BBVA Compass debit card with the name of Tylee Ryan on it. It's a Hawaii Robin Ruth handbag. That's overall of some of the contents that were in the bag. In this one, there's 2 Apple laptops or iPads, a manila envelope, and a folder, and a Visions of Glory book. Another iPad in a black OtterBox, JJ written in red. That is death certificate for Leland Charles Anthony Vallow. 2 Social Security cards, one with Joshua Vallow and one with Tylee Ryan. There's, I believe at the top left-hand corner is a live birth certificate for Tylee Ryan, envelope with U.S. currency in the backpack. All total, there was $10,500.
Wow, a lot of things that don't belong to them, right? How could this tip the scales of justice against them? Want to bring in someone who's been a tremendous advocate for JJ and Tylee, their uncle, Lori Vallow's brother, Adam Cox. Adam, good to see you again. Tell us what you were thinking. This had to make you so mad, seeing all these things that belong to your niece and to your nephew in Chad and Lori's possession in that vacation rental.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that make me mad about this whole situation. That just adds to it. You know, thinking about their plan and what they were doing and why they were in Hawaii and why did they have all that stuff, and, you know, taking money from Tylee and you know, just all the whole plan. You know, the more this case unfolds and the more that we learn about it, we learn that it was just evil. Everything about it was just evil. And I just can't believe the route and the way that they went about this. And, you know, again, you know, people are like, why are they in Hawaii and the kids are dead and all those things? And obviously with their delusion and their way of thinking and thinking the end of the world, I really think that they thought, you know, that they believe that Chad said that, you know, the end of the world's coming here and Jesus is going to come and we're going to be in Hawaii having a great time before he comes or something like that. It's just like, I just can't wrap my mind around exactly what they could possibly be thinking with all the things that they did.
Right, Adam. You know, and at that point in time when the children were missing and this case started getting traction and people around the country, around the world were hoping and praying they would be found safely, and there was so much outcry and anger because everyone could see how relaxed Chad and Lori were in that video from the pool, walking around, not answering questions. And now we've gotten to know wonderful members of her family, like yourself, you know, a wonderful family, and somebody who's gone rogue from it is really what's happened here. What was your family saying at the time? I'm curious, kind of take us into your household. What was being said when you guys were looking at this same footage?
Well, you know, during that time, my parents and sister had cut me off because of the whole Charles situation. So I wasn't talking to my family, but later I found out that Lori even cut off my family and even Melanie, and cut everybody off of us from talking to them. People are trying to call and get a hold of her and she would just MIA, not answering the phone. So at that point, you know, I don't know what people in our family their perspective was. I heard a few things. One, that, you know, Lori was hiding the kids from Kay's brothers that were coming to get him, which just sounds ridiculous to me. That they're hiding in a bunker somewhere, and you know, just I don't know. As soon as I heard the kids were missing and Lori wasn't willing to say where the kids were, my gut instinct was, well, they're dead. Otherwise, Lori would produce them. And after they killed Charles and all those things, my mind went right there, which was very tough because I didn't have anybody to call and talk to about it because, nobody was talking to me. And obviously, Lori had cut me off way before that. So, yeah, those are moments where I was like, I wish at that time I had at least somebody to talk to about that because there's so many red flags that I guess people didn't want to believe in my family didn't want to believe the worst that there's no way Lori could have done anything to the kids.
Sure.
And I understand why they would think that, but
Sure.
it was it was a lot.
Sure. Oh, I'm sure you're still processing it, Adam. And she really fractured your families. You're sharing this. It's like isolating people, causing division because of her actions and how everyone feels respectively. It's horrible. I want to play a clip for you about how there was a DNA expert testifying in Chad's trial talking about how none of the tools that were recovered at the scene of where JJ and Tylee were found had any of Chad's DNA on them. Let's take a listen.
And of on the 18 tools that you tested, how many of those had Mr. Daybell's DNA on them?
None of the stains or material I tested had Chad Daybell's DNA.
And when you did that, at no time on the shafts of these handles or even on the blades of these handles, did you ever find any of Mr. Daybell's DNA? Is that correct?
I did not run those samples for DNA, but nothing I did run for DNA had Chad Daybell's DNA on it.
Adam, we're almost out of time, but aren't they his tools? I mean, maybe he wears gloves when he digs in the dirt. What do you think? Quickly, please.
I don't understand. I mean, we all know that we all think that Chad and Alex were back there. The phones were pinged there. So, I mean, in court, you're not going to get all the answers that you want, but we all understand what happened there, I think.
Right. I'm with you. Adam Cox, always great to talk with you. Thank you so much for coming on the program this morning. We'll look forward to talking more as this case progresses. We'll see you soon.